Can you believe it's been almost 4 years since this masterpiece of an episode dropped? Nah? You said nah, right? We start the episode with Immortal getting decommissioned by Omni-Man for the second time. Bro went from being Abraham Lincoln to a walking L. You know damn well he can't guard Omni-Man. You jumped him 1v7 and lost. Omni-Man was trying to talk to Mark, but Mark was like, nah. And he starts boxing his dad. Mark can't believe that his father would be doing some evil shit like this, so he assumes that his dad is being mind controlled. Bro, why are you tweaking? Mark is trying everything he can to release what he thinks is mind control, and while he's doing that, Omni-Man is dead ass not even fighting back. He's just letting it happen. Until Omni-Man tells him to stop, and he throws him to the side, and he tells him that it's really him. Mark, it's really me. I'm a slimy ass nigga. And he tells Mark where he really comes from. He tells Mark that he is indeed from Viltrum, but it's not the planet he's told him about. And to sum it all up, the Viltrumites straight up murdered the weakest in their society so they could reach their full potential. Fast forward, Omni-Man is born and he joins the war effort to make Viltrum the only empire in the universe. And these niggas would pull up to planets and straight up murk everyone who was there if they were not trying to get with the program. But eventually, their forces stretched thin and their expansion stopped. So they came up with a new way to expand, which was giving themselves an assigned planet to weaken, and Omni-Man was one of the people chosen to do so. We get a scene in the past with Omni-Man and his family. Damn, I'm really gonna owe these niggas in 17 years. He tells Mark that he couldn't tell his mom why he was here, but that don't matter, because now it's time for Earth to join the Viltrum Empire. Mark starts to cry, because his father has literally been lying to him his whole life. I couldn't tell you the truth. Not until you had your powers, little nigga. But you love mom, right? Do you not realize that you're gonna live thousands of years and everyone you love will be dead? I don't want that for you. He tells Mark that the Viltrumites can upgrade Earth, that they can stop war, hunger, even give them medical technology good enough to stop the Gucci third leg pandemic. And then Omni-Man says something diabolical. I do love your mom, but she was just a pet to me. Did this nigga just call his wife who he's been with for years a pet? I know it's messed up, but the dedication for his mission has to be respected. He tells Mark to calm down. You just called his mom a pet. Why the fuck would he calm down? Hey, Viltrum, put them hands up. And they get to boxing. Omni-Man punches Mark and immediately flies behind him. Not even 30 seconds in and he's already getting speed blitz. He sends him flying into the ground and Omni-Man flies down. Nigga, you know you can't guard me. I'm finna drop a triple double on your ass. Mark tries to sneak a punch, only for Omni-Man to catch it. Bro didn't even move an inch. Mark is trying his best to do something, but he can't. Omni-Man turns his wrist, grabs him by the neck, and this nigga Mark tries to run. You know I have to cook you, bro. How you finna tell him to put them hands up, and then you gonna run away cause you getting your ass beat? Fly! Where you going? Come here! He slams Mark into the ground and sends him flying. And you know Omni-Man don't drop combo, so he goes to follow Mark. As soon as Mark recovers, Omni-Man spawns out of nowhere straight charging at him. But Mark got out of the way just in time, and Omni-Man immediately comes back and grabs him. As they tussle, Mark tells his father it's not too late, and his dad says yes it is, and he hits him with the left hook and starts going to town on Mark. He grabs Mark. You see this shit? Look what these weak ass monkeys need to match a fraction of our power. Omni-Man drops Mark and he looks right at them jets. They launch a bunch of missiles at him, but you already know that shit didn't know this. He contacts Cecil talking about some, we got a direct hit on Omni-Man. And look how he closes his eyes. He knows these niggas are cooked. He sent them out there to die. Omni-Man flies up, destroys a jet engine in one of the jets, and of course he had to get the black one first. His jet explodes and he starts falling, but Invincible manages to save him, but Omni-Man pulls up. And look at his face, he knows he is indeed cooked. Bro just launched missiles at Omni-Man, you know he not finna let that slide. Why did you even waste your time saving this monkey? And he straight up pops his head like a balloon. Bro looks up talking about some, where's the other one? He pulls up to her, bobbing and weaving all the missiles she shoots. Just before he destroys her jet, Mark stops him. You killed him. His life didn't even matter. And Omni-Man hits him with the, get off me! He flies up to Mark. Let's see how you handle this. And he punches Mark so hard that he sends him into the city. Mind you, they was just boxing in the middle of nowhere. Mark flies through a building. Now he's skipping on the ground like a rock skipping on water. And he even flies to this random guy right here. You know damn well he's dead. He gets up only to see all the destruction that was caused by his father just punching him. Mark sees a building falling and he goes to catch it. He noticed there's a daughter and a mother inside. The mom almost falls out, but Mark catches her. He tells the little girl to not be scared, and the building falls down. Mark gets out the rubble, still holding on to the mom's arm. But it's just her arm. That shit detached from her body. He falls to the ground on his knees crying, and Omni-Man pulls up. How could you do this? This ain't my fault, nigga. It was your body that flew through that building. Omni-Man gotta be competing for Worst Father of the Year right next to Homeland. If humanity is so ass, is mom's life worthless? Oh, and by the way, his mom can hear everything they're saying. Of course. I'm not gonna lie, settling down, having a kid with her, and waiting 17 years just to say she's a pet and worthless is crazy work. Sign this man up for Worst Husband of the Year. Mark gets mad and starts hitting Omni-Man with a UG left right good night combo. He tries to follow up, but Omni-Man catches his hand and flies down into the subway station. Got Mark eating rocks. Let me save them. Nah, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. He grabs Mark and waits for the train to come to them. And you know I gotta blur this shit out. And Omni-Man, using Mark's body, kills everybody on that goddamn train. Mark, they're just meaningless monkeys. But you saved them. Yeah, but I'm loyal to Viltrum, not these monkeys. Mark goes for a punch, and Omni-Man moves behind him, and look how Mark moves his eyes. You know he knows he's cooked. Omni-Man hits a spin move and punches Mark straight in the spine.
He hit Mark so hard he started seeing all the avatars.
Punched him so hard he bounced off the ground like a basketball. He grabs Mark and flies all the way into the sky. My time here has been nothing but a speck in my life. I will burn this shit down before I spend another minute living with these monkeys. Mark hits him, but it does nothing. God damn, this frame right here is traumatizing. Omni-Man starts going to town on Mark, straight up playing ping pong with his body. He flies Mark into the ocean floor, and Mark tries to punch him, but his body is pretty much cooked. If I was Mark, I would have just gave up. Bro, take me. They reach the ocean floor, and Omni-Man flies him and Mark through a ship into the sky. He winds up his throat, and he sends Mark flying into a mountain. He comes to him, but Mark is out cold. And he punches Mark so hard that the impact causes an avalanche, and it kills everyone below. This nigga is a menace. He's just killing people just to do it at this point. He picks up Mark. I'll stop you. I'm ready when you are. And he punches him into the top of the mountain. He flies to him and he starts going to town on Mark. You want to die for this planet? Fine. What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid. Mark was getting his ass beat so bad they zoomed out for 2 of the punches. Omni-Man has a flashback of him being proud of Mark after he hit a home run. We then cut to Mark's ugly ass face, and just before Omni-Man is about to land the final blow, he drops down next to his son. And he starts giving Mark a speech about how he will outlive everybody he loves, and he asks the question,
what will you have after 500 years?
And Mark responds with,
I still have you.
And this nigga Omni-Man deadass cannot process the fact that his son loves him. Damn, my son actually loves me. Omni-Man is unable to kill his son, so he flies off. Bro really pulled a reverse stereotypical black dad. Sorry to tell you this, Omni-Man, but you did it completely wrong. You're supposed to leave right when they're born, not wait 17 years and then leave. Mark eventually gets saved by some paramedics, and that's it. That is the end of Omni-Man vs. Invincible. This episode was absolute cinema. The animators really cooked animating this part of the comic book. I know they was getting work like them slaves at Mountain. On to the outro. I'm trying to build a community, so please subscribe, follow my socials if you haven't already. I'm also trying to hit 100 followers on Twitch, and once that happens, I'll start streaming on there. But only do it if you actually like my content. Don't just do it because I said it. But like, if you actually like my content, please do so. But yeah, that's the end of the vid. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Marv out.